on the comment section the state you are watching me from, or your country that you are watching me from. You are watching from Nigeria, you are watching from Ghana, South Africa, Pakistan, anywhere in the world. Let me know in the comment section. On the comment section, the state you are watching. Alright, let me know where you are watching from. So, are you watching from Nigeria? Are you watching from okay, sorry about that, I have to adjust that. Yes, so where are you watching me from? Are you watching from Nigeria? Are you watching from Ghana? Let me know. Okay, Nancy said she's watching from Nigeria, Enugu. Alright, someone is watching from London. Avo Joy is watching from South Africa. Okay, Nathaniel is watching from Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, someone from Port Harcourt, someone from Indonesia, Ghana. Alright, Canada, Tanzania, Kenya. Alright, great. I'm so glad to have a diverse audience here. Alright, yes, so let's get straight to analyzing the market today. Right, in the beginning of this session, in our last sessions last week and last 2 weeks, I explained how it's important you start your analysis from a broader view, which is a higher time frame, to a clearer view, which is a smaller time frame. Because on a broader view, you are able to see what has gone on and what is going on, right, on a broader view, on a higher time frame. But when you come down to a lower time frame, you are able to see what is currently going on, the decisions being made in the market. Okay, and interestingly, we've been on the pounds USD, which we have been using to analyze. All right, so let's look at what our position will be trading pounds USD today. All right, let's look out for what our decision would be. All right, so let's go to the higher time frame now. We come from the monthly. All right, so in our first session, I marked out certain regions, okay, as resistance zones. As you can see here, resistance zones. These are resistance zones. These regions are resistance zones. These regions are resistance zones. Okay, these regions, resistance zones. Now you can see this region here is support zone, right? Support zone. And I told us that the market went up from here, tested the resistance level, was rejected, came down to test the previous support level, was rejected, went up again, came down to test the support level again, and was still rejected. All right, and then the market went up to the previous resistance level and was rejected. Okay, now we see what market is doing here. Market is now on its way down, right? The market got so low to this point, and there was a rejection, right? There was a rejection. All right, but there is still a possibility that there might be a room to this level, right? A room to this level here, where we have yes, this level. Like I said last week, we still have, there's still a possibility of a room to this level. So we see where price got to last week. All right, see where price got to. Now this is monthly time frame, giving us a general overview that the market is in a downtrend, right? A general overview that the market is in a downtrend, that from this place we can see that the market is in a downtrend, right? But when we look closer, okay, in this triangle here, we will see that in this region the market have been moving within, have been consolidating within this region. All right, to make it more clearer, let me put an object there so that we can see what I'm saying. So if you look at this here now, you discover that this region, so you discover that for over the years now, in the monthly time frame, the candle has been moving around this region alone, right? So that the candle have been moving around this region. All right, so now let's take it down to the weekly time frame now from the monthly time frame. So we are looking at it from a broader perspective and we're taking it lower. Now as we can see here, you can see what is happening. Let's have a closer view. You can see what is happening here, right? That the market has broken down this level. Okay, let me do something. Let me remove all this so that we can see good. All right, let me remove everything that is here. Coming. All right, so now we can see here that this was a breakout candle. This candle here was a breakout candle. Do you see that this candle here was a breakout candle? Okay, now we saw that the bulls came back to test this resistance level to be sure if this level is still is still strong enough, right? Or if this level is weak, then the bulls will penetrate it. But if the level is strong, then there will be a rejection. So you can see what happens here. This was last week, so this is this week. See the long week here, right? This is a long week showing rejection. Look at it closely. Market moving at this region. This is showing rejection here. All right, now don't forget the level that the market is currently now is a resistance turned support level, a support turned resistance level from here. So you can see that price went up and came down to touch this level, but this level was a support level. But at this point, the support was weak, and then there was a breakthrough of the bearish candle, right? So the price is expected to come back to test the region where the breakout candle occurs. Now I told you something in our last two sessions. I said when a breakout candle occurs, right, there are 80% chances of a retest. When a breakout candle occurs, there are 80% chances of a retest. So now look at this. We are in a weekly candle now. Let's take it lower. Let's go to the daily candle. Then we will see what I mean by the retest there. So you can see that good. So the breakout candle on the daily time frame, on the weekly time frame, was what happened here. That breakout candle that we saw on the weekly time frame, this is it here. It was this breakout a candle here where price started falling, right? And the retest is what happened here. Is what is currently happening here right now, right? So price is retesting this region. Overall, you can see that in the past days, price has been on a downtrend. Yeah, price has been on a downtrend overall. Price has been on a downtrend. Now price finally broke out of this support level down to this level, right? So it's expected that price would come to retest this region, right? So now you can see that price retesting this region now is looking if it could break through this region or if it could if it would just continue the downtrend, right? So the bulls are here now trying to test this level, if they can gain momentum, right, and have more push to the upside. Okay, but it shows that this drawdown of the bearish candle, right, is currently showing that the sellers are still more active at this price level, right? Sellers are more active at this price level. Now let's take it to 4 hours time frame. Now let's look at what's happening on the 4 hours time frame. So if you look closely, look at what's happening on the 4 hours time frame. If you look closely, you see that prices are being rejected so much. Good, look at this, so much rejection at this level, right? So much rejection at this level, so much rejection. Now what do you think is happening here? He's telling us that because for the past hours now we can see that price went up and came down again, because this level is still a resistance level, and we can see what price has been doing for the past few hours, right, at this resistance level. So, and you see that there has been bearish momentum signifying in form of these wicks and rejection from the upside, right? So what will I do as a trader, right? My positioning here would be bearish, right? I'll be selling, okay? But before you sell as a trader, always have it in mind, your exit and your entry strategy and your exit strategy, right? So I'm using my next resistance level as my exit, right? My exit, and then the resistance and support level as my exit level. So my stop loss would be above here and my take profit will be here. All right, so what do I want to do now? I'm selling off. All right, I've sold at that region now. So where would my stop loss be? My stop loss would be 1.32869, and my take profit would be 1.31819. all right, are we okay? My take profit would be 129,986. Good. So I use the next resistance level and support level to determine where my stop loss and my take profit should be. All right, so it might be a different case at your end. You might want to use pips to determine where your stop loss and your take profit should be. So if this trade okay, let's see. All right, let's move this here. Okay, so if this trade goes against me, I'll be losing $7, and if it goes in my favor and if the take profit, I'll be going home with $18. Okay, now so we are on a bearish position. We are taking a bearish position. All right, we are taking a bearish position here. I don't know how many. I hope you are following. Let me know if you are following in the comment section. Let me know if you are following in the comment section. All right, so the strategy we applied here: number one, identify the resistance and support level. Identify the market structure. Number one, identify the market structure. What level is the market? what is the market structure? Are we in a uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Is price at a resistance level or is price at a support level? Okay, then you want to look at the candles to the left, right? On the daily time frame, you want to look at 3 candles to the left. All right, so what have those candles done? What are they saying? All right, is it a bearish engulfing candle? Is it a bullish engulfing candle? Is there a breakout at that region, you know? And will there be a possible retest? Okay, great. Nathaniel said he's following. John, thank you for following. Kingsman, you're following. All right, great. King Daniel, yeah. All right, so now let's check out which one should we check out? USD CHF, Euro USD, USD JPY, AUD USD. So which one should we check amongst these other 4 pairs here? Euro USD, USD CHF, USD JPY, Australian USD. Which one do you suggest? So suggest one and then I would analyze it. We would analyze it together. Suggest one, then we would analyze it together. Should we analyze USD CHF? Should we analyze USD JPY? Should we analyze AUD USD? Should we analyze Euro USD? Should we analyze Euro USD, USD CHF, USD JPY, Australian USD? I'm going to use the one that is more popular in the comments. Okay, someone said Euro USD, another person said Euro USD, another person has said Euro USD. Okay, USD JPY, USD JPY, USD JPY. Okay, USD JPY, USD JPY. All right, I'm seeing more of Euro USD, So okay, let's take it from Euro USD. All right. Seems the chart look messy. Let's clean it up and then we'll kick off from here. All right, good. Great. So let's start from the broader perspective, then we go to the more clearer perspective. So from the broader perspective, on the monthly time frame, what is the current market structure on the monthly time frame? So the current market structure on the monthly time frame seems to be a downtrend. There seems to be a downtrend, right? That's the market structure we have on the monthly time frame, right? Then what is the market structure? Is the price level at a resistance or a support level? So from what we can see here, we can see that price is tending towards the support level, right? Price is tending towards the support level. So this region, let me put in an object so we can see it clearly. This region, okay, so this region is the resistance and the support level, right? This region is the support. Let me make it more smaller so that we can have a broader view. So this region is the what? The support level. So you can see even from here that this level is a very critical level, right? It is a very critical level from this place. Now this is a monthly time frame, so we can see we can call this a descending triangle on a monthly time frame. All right, however, let's look at the daily time frame to know what the market is actually doing and what the market is actually saying. All right, so we go to the weekly time frame. All right, the weekly time frame. Good. Now, what is the market saying on the weekly time frame? So still the descending triangle. Then we come closer to see what market has done in the last few weeks. Okay, so there was a breakout at this level. Let's see, look at it. If you observe, there was a breakout at that level, right? There was a breakout at that level because market has been struggling to penetrate that level for weeks, but at the end something happened. This happened, right? So there was a breakout. All right, so you can see price coming to retest that region and was later pushed back. Price coming to retest region and was later pushed back. All right, so this spells out for us what we might be expecting, right? So this spells out what we might be expecting. Okay, now on the weekly time frame, so let's go down to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we are seeing some rejection coming in at this level. So since the past 2 days, that was yesterday and day before yesterday, Wednesday, Tuesday, we saw some rejections coming in, right? And today too we are seeing something similar. Okay, now we are seeing something similar. All right, so what are we going to do at this level? All right, what price is doing at this level seems unclear yet. All right, what will determine if you will take this trade is if price breaks through this level, right? So if price breaks through this level, then the market structure would change to the upside. So you might look to take the trade and take your profit from here, and your possible stop loss, would be somewhere around here. All right, so that's what you might be looking to do. So you have to wait on this trade now, except you just want to gamble around it, right? You would have to wait to see if price would move up and break through this level, right? So once price breaks through this level, let me make this good. Once price breaks through this level here that I've highlighted, this level here, once price breaks through this level here, then we might be expecting a bullish momentum, right, up to this side, right? So you can't determine what price is going to do with just this, right? What price is going to do is not clear, and when you don't see a clear signal, you should not jump on the trade. All right, don't jump on a trade when you don't see a clear signal. So the professional traders, profitable traders, don't trade all they see. It's that simple. Profitable traders don't jump on trades just because they want to trade, right? Profitable traders take trades that falls within their strategy. Okay, that's what you should do, and that's what we are teaching you to do. All right, because in the financial market, money flows from the hand of the impatient to the hand of the patient, right? So if you are patient enough for the market to come into your to meet up with your strategy, then you can kick off and take your trade. All right, so don't always trade without a strategy. Don't always trade when things seems unclear. It is not, the market is not running, the market will always be there. These tips I'm giving you will be very helpful in your journey. All right, so this market seems unclear and we won't be taking trades on Euro USD. Let's check out USD CHF. All right, now USD CHF is looking like something very fantastic is about to happen. Now let's start from the monthly time frame. Now take a look of the Euro USD, USD CHF on the monthly time frame. Okay, I want to believe you are getting value, right? Great. I can see you say you're following. Pascal said I'm following. All right, so currently we are going to analyze USD CHF. For those asking which pair is this, USD CHF. All right, so we will touch on USD JPY. All right, let's just take opportunities that we spot on USD CHF. I believe we are following, right? And we are equally getting value from today's session. Okay. All right, so for those just joining, you can always watch the session over again, and you can always ask a question as well. All right, so let's start the analysis on USD CHF. So obviously the USD CHF has also been in a consolidating market. If you look at it closely, you will discover that the USD CHF have been consolidating within this region, right, for months. All right, it's so clear that it's been consolidating within this region. Now let's look at what is happening right here. So you can see that there is a these are major resistance level, this is a major support level, right? Major resistance level, major support level. You can see it. This is a major resistance level, this is a major support level. Now we can see in between this support level, in between this resistance level and this support level, you see that there is also a resistance and support level, a resistance turn support level in the midst of this. So let's look at the line chart. So you can also let's now see, you can also see that in between here, you see that price keeps bouncing off this region. You see that price keeps bouncing off this region. Do you see that? So this is a resistance level. Finally it was broken through, then it became support, then it came down again, it still maintained the strong support, the market went up and came down and broke through it. Now this support level now has now become resistance level. As you can see, price has made attempt to break through it several times. Now let's take it back to candlestick. Now you can see that price has made attempt to break through it several times. Okay, now what is going to happen here is that price is being rejected at this other key minor resistance level, right? So we are expecting that price would fall, okay, to this level. Price might fall to this level, right? So now this is a monthly time frame. Let's take it lower to the lower time frame. Good, fantastic. You can see what is happening here. You can see what is happening here, right? Okay, look at this. At a key resistance level, at a key resistance level, we have a bearish pin bar. At a key resistance level, we have a bearish pin bar at a key resistance level. What does that spells out to you? Now it spells out to you, it should spell out to you that this market would fall further. As simple as that. This market would fall further. So there is a higher possibility of a continuous bearish momentum. All right, now let's take it lower to the daily time frame. Now you can see what is happening here on the daily time frame. Look at what has happened in the last days. Bearish momentum coming in with rejections from the upside. Right now, this is also a clear bearish momentum that price might fall further to this level. Right, for intraday traders, price might fall further to this level. Right, and your possible resistance level can be here. All right, so let's look at a lower time frame again, so we can decide to know if we are taking this trade or not. Yeah, someone said big gains. Yeah, exactly, big gains is right there before our eyes. So you can see, so what I'm expecting price to do at this place is to fall further here. Right, is to fall further here, and of course we can see that price has been showing us some some, look at it. Okay, yep, some so as you can see, this is a descending triangle. All right, a descending triangle. This is a 1 hour time frame. Right, let's look at the 4 hours time frame. All right, so okay, the 4 hours time frame is giving us some different feel. So if we are going to take this trade, then we would have to be patient for price to make its decision. Right, so we are going to be shorting this trade right here. We would be shorting this trade right here. Let's look at 30 minutes. What's the 30 minutes saying? All right, okay, we'll be shorting this trade right here with our stop loss at this level, and our take profit would be here. All right, let's short it on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, let's set our stop loss immediately. Don't forget, I said before you take a trade, always understand, always have your entry and your exit strategies in place. So my stop loss would be 0.93369, and my take profit would be 92559. Let's set it. Good. So if this trade goes against us, because we are taking a trade together, if this trade goes against us, we will be losing $2. If this trade goes in our favor, we will be gaining $5. All right, so that's it for the USD CHF. Okay, right, so based on, yeah, thank you Ed for saying thank you. All right. Based on what we have talked about today, does anyone have a question? All right. Based on our analysis on the USD CHF and Euro USD and also USD JPY. Please, let's base our question on those three pairs that I have analyzed. Areas you don't understand, areas you want me to explain, areas you want me to touch. Do well to dwell on those pairs that we have analyzed and ask a question, because whatever question, whatever strategy applied to these pairs is also applicable anywhere, right? Anywhere. If you want to trade Bitcoin, if you want to trade gold, it's applicable. All right. So let's base our question on the analysis before us. All right. So open to questions. You have the opportunity to ask your question, areas you need clarity, areas you want me to explain on the pairs that we have talked about. Don't say gold, don't say I said within the pairs that we have talked about, so that we don't get too distracted. All right, let's based on the pairs that we've talked about, so that once you ask your question, whatever strategy is applicable to Euro USD, whatever strategy, whatever things I told you to watch out for before picking a trade is applicable to any financial asset class you want to trade. All right, so I won't be opening the gold chart, right? However, we've explained the Euro USD. We've touched on the GBP USD chart. We've touched on USD CHF chart. So what, in analyzing the market, what is your question? Okay, good. Somebody's asking how to set up stop loss and take profit. All right, so now if you want to set it, as you can see, like I said previously, I said personally I use the next closest support for and resistance for my stop loss and take profit. As you can see here, I use this place, this level, right, for my stop loss, which was the next resistance level after my entry point, and I use this level as my take profit because it is the next support level here as take profit, because it is the next support level after my entry point. All right, that's my strategy. Your strategy might be your entry price, right? It might be 50 pips away from your entry price. You might set your stop loss 50 pips away from your entry price and 100 pips away from your entry price for your take profit, which makes your risk to reward ratio 2:1, right? So you are going to take, you are risking one percent for 2%, right? So you are risking 1 ratio for 2 ratio. That's, so your risk to reward ratio is 1:2. Okay, that's your risk to reward ratio, and you might use it as part of your exit strategy for setting your stop loss and your take profit, right? For me, I use the support and resistance level like I've explained here, right? For you might decide to go with something like 100 pips away from your entry price as your stop loss and 200 pips away from your entry price as your take profit, right? And also you can use discretionary, right? Discretionary, you can just use discretionary strategy where you just, with your own discretion, you just say, okay, let me put it here, right? So however, it's good to have like support and resistance, and then probably 100 pips away, 20 pips away, and likes. Okay, someone is asking, why is the longest time frame you feel is enough to get the direction of the pair? Yes, like I said, not the longest, probably you're talking about the larger time frame, right? Now the larger time frame gives you a perspective of what has actually happened, right? Because a broader view, because you are looking at it now from a monthly time frame, so you are looking at it that what did buyers and sellers do in the last few months, right? So the monthly time frame tells you what has been done in the last months, right? It gives you a broader view of what actually going on. So when you are zooming in, which is on the lower time frame, from your monthly to the weekly, from the weekly to the daily, from the daily to the hourly chart, from the hourly chart to the minute chart, then you are able to see clearly what has actually been done. Do you understand now? And what is actually going on? Okay, so it's like a top-down approach. Like you are flying an helicopter, and from above you can see the entire city, right? In your eye like this, you can see the entire city. All right, but you can't tell what probably there is somebody in the building or one of the houses stealing. You can't tell, right? Except you now zoom in. So as you are zooming in, you are having more detailed information about what is on the ground, right? However, when you go up on the plane, you are able to see the entire city. You have a detail of how the city is being structured, right? But the moment you are zooming in, you now be having details of how each of individual houses look like and what is going on in the vicinity of that individual houses. So now it's more or less like that when trading, right? So you come from a broader view and you zoom in. Okay, it gives you clarity when you come from a broader view and you are zooming in. All right, you have more information when you are coming from a broader view. All right, you will have more information as you are zooming in. You'll be able to make better decisions. Why? Because you've seen what is happening from above, right? Then you're now coming closer to see what is actually going on. It gives you an advantage of making a better decision trading. Okay, someone said love your insight. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, so he said, why do you, I've just explained that. Someone said, why do we start with a higher time frame? I've just explained that. From a broader perspective to a clearer perspective. The broader perspective is the higher time frame. The clearer perspective is the lower time frame. So the more you zoom in lower, the more clarity you have. Yes, how do you know a retest? So when you look at the JPY here now, the pounds USD, now you can see what happened here, right? Let's take it. I will show you on the daily time frame. I think you see it clearer. Good. So you can see what happens here, right? Now there was a breakout. Okay, let's use this place, right? Let's use this place. So let me put in something so you can see. Okay. I don't know. I want you to. Okay, sorry. All right. Take a look at this region here. This was going on in this region here. So there was a breakout where I drew this ellipse circle. There was a breakout at this region. All right. So when there was a breakout, what do you see happening? Price came to retest the region of the breakout, right? So when price break out of a region that it has consistently been trying to break out from, so you can see here there have been consistent attempts over time to break out of this region, but alas, it happened, right? And there was a breakout here, and what happened? There was also a retest, right? To retest that resistance level. Okay, now if that level keeps the resistance level strong, price will keep falling down instead of going higher. Right, that's how to know a retest. Alright, someone said I noticed you drew a triangle. How can you review? Yeah, I drew a triangle. Yeah. So this looks like a triangle, right? So yes, it looks like this is a descending triangle, like a descending triangle. So you use your lines to map out the regions, right, so that you can see what price is actually doing. Okay, price in a downtrend at the support and resistance level, and then you look at it. Oh, is it forming a descending triangle, or is it forming an ascending triangle? Those are the informations you want to know. Okay, yeah, someone said, how long should you wait on a trade before you close it, or you just wait for it to touch? Okay, fine. Right, so I get that question always, right? So someone says, how long do you have to wait? Okay, so you might not have to wait so long, right? So you might not have to wait for the market to touch your take profit before you edge. So imagine right now what's happening here. If the price goes a bit far away from my entry level, from the place I've entered, what will I do? I will move my stop loss to my entry level, right? So even if price did not touch my take profit and reverses, I would not lose anything and I will not gain anything. I will break even, right? It's better to live to fight another day than to blow your account and looking for another money to put into it. Alright, so it's important for you to know that. So you might not want to just close your account like that, but let's take it to the lower time frame so I explain better here. Okay, so let's say price gets to this level now, right? And this is my take profit level. My take profit level is still below here, but currently if price gets to this level, okay, what will I do? I will move my stop loss below my entry level a bit. Okay, it gives me that assurance and confidence that I have nothing to lose. Okay, I have nothing to lose. It gives me that assurance and that confidence. Okay, yeah. Alright, someone is asking. Okay, great. Someone is asking what lot size did I use. As you can see here, I use 0.1 lot size. 0.1 lot size. Alright. Yes, you would always get the recorded version on our channel. Okay, don't forget to subscribe so that our next session you would have immediate prompting. Okay, you would have immediate prompting. Alright, educational materials are on our website and also you get them on our YouTube channel. Okay, so we can see what is actually happening to this trade now. You can see that price is falling below our entry level. Let's see what's happening here. Likewise, okay, likewise you can see what price is doing here. It has gone below our entry level. Don't forget, you are also mindful of your stop loss. Don't trade without a stop loss. Rule number 1, don't trade without a stop loss. Don't trade without a stop loss. It is very, very, very dangerous. Don't trade without a stop loss. Okay. Yeah, more question. Someone said, how do I delete the lines and drawings? So imagine I want to delete these lines now. All right, so this is the line, you know. So what do I do? Let's say I want to delete this one here. So I will double click on it with my mouse, and then what would I do? I would right click on the line to show me this, and to say delete all arrows, delete selected arrows. So I'll click on delete selected arrows because the arrow that I select, all right, so I delete it. What happens here? It has been deleted. All right. Yes, you can increase the lot size. However, don't forget, the larger your lot size, then the larger your risk. But it depends on your capital. All right. Yeah, so you recognize a fake breakout when it has happened. All right. You recognize a fake breakout when it has happened. Now, look at this. Let me show you an example of a fake breakout. Sorry. Okay, good. So look closely at this region here. Let me zoom in. Look closer at this region here. It happens like this candle has broken out of this region, right? So someone will say, oh, if it retest, I will buy. But when you buy here now, look at what happens here. Price taps you out. If you set a stop loss, then you are out. Okay, so you can only identify a fake breakout when it has happened. That's preferably you waiting. You get? So when you wait, when the breakout happens, you see a retest, then you wait for a confirmation candle, right? So after the retest, you wait for another candle to confirm if it's a bullish momentum or still a bearish momentum. So imagine if this person had waited 1 hour more to look at what the third candle will do. The person will recognize that this is a fake breakout, right? But anybody that has jumped on this trade, immediately there is a retest, what will happen? We bounce, right? While the market will still end up going in his direction. That's the thing. All right, so we have come to the end of today's session. It was really an enjoyable one for me because it was more and very interactive. All right, please do well to watch the recording again, look into it, listen to what I've said, take notes, right? Take notes. When you want to take a trade, understand the market structure. Number one, understand the market structure. It is very important. Number two, map out areas of support and resistance, right? That helps to identify what level the market is. All right. Number three, look at the last 3 daily candles. What are they doing, right? Look at the monthly chart. What's it saying? The weekly chart. What's it saying? The daily chart. What's it saying? Right, so that you can make a better decision on the 4 hours chart and on the 1 hours chart. And interestingly, let me tell you something. It is not about the number of trades you take that make you a professional or profitable trader, right? And it's not about the numbers of pairs you take that actually makes you a profitable trader. Okay, you can just trade Euro USD all throughout the year. All right, just Euro USD, and you are good to go. So that even helps you to master the strategy in line with a particular pair. All right, so in summary, you need to understand the chart before engaging with the trade. Okay, thank you very much. I really appreciate your time and I'm glad you followed. All right, we've come to the end of today's session. See you next week. Don't forget to subscribe and get notified for the next webinars and sessions.